Hello, my name's Barry. Sorry for the early starting of stream, but I'm feeling kind of tired. So I figured, let me get this, take care of this, and so that way you'll get the best out of me. Now, so what's this about? I felt like it might be a good idea not to dive into some big topics like I was originally thinking of doing. A stream on the topic of online churches, because I know that's a growing popularity. But I'm going to schedule that for Wednesday if possible. I don't know if you noticed, but my Bible study video in this part of the channel update that I posted on Friday, I recorded it. Why? Because I noticed people, you guys seem to prefer, you seem to prefer watching those kind of videos at your own time. Plus, if I stream it, some of y'all are not going to be able to do a speed run on it. Yeah. I am aware that when I read text aloud, I may be a little slow for some of you. That's part of the deal with reading aloud. And that's fine. And if you don't know, I use Kindle, Logitech. Okay, Barry, you are more tired than you think. I don't mind cracking joking myself. I'm in Logos Bible software to read the text for you. And I'm also aware that a good chunk of you are either watching this on your big, nice, beautiful, smart TV, which is probably 50-inch, I think. I don't know. Or you're doing what others like to do. Since I'm visually impaired, this thing is a pain in the butt. Sure, watch a video, but not try reading. So it's a pleasure to help you guys by reading the text of scriptures. Now there is something I do want to know. In fact, it ties in to why I mentioned books here. I'll show you. As you can see, on that side is my Kindle app with the books that I have. Now, right now, I'm working through 1 Corinthians. Now, what I wanted to know from you guys is this. I have, like this book over, right about where, right here is Gordon Fee's book. I am planning to do kind of like a lessons learned type series as it relates to Gordon's book, because when I was reading through the third chapter, that's going to be a little much. So I thought, well, let's break it down to saying, hey, I want to know. Another book I wanted to definitely do that with is this one. Yeah, this book right here called Bible Doctrine. That's the one where Wayne Grudem goes through a lot of the main stuff that we as Christians believe. And he does a pretty good job keeping it balanced. He is a moderate reform charismatic. Yes, the two can work together. And I can get a version on Logos, and which has all the scriptures, so we can, not so much so you can learn, but you can see what the scriptures say as it relates to that topic. I'd love to know. Would you rather a Bible study in that respect? Please. Now, earlier in the day, I posted a poll and kind of an explainer text about the book stuff. You see, I have about 255 books here. Yeah. And I was trying to, this isn't really to show off, but really try to explain what it is I already have. Some of these books you see me review. Others, well, I did, but a long time ago. And what I wanted to know was what books here, because I don't know if you realize it, some of these books can cost money, others not so much. One book idea I had in mind is this guy right here, The Babylonian Captivity of the Church by Martin Luther. You can thank Eddie Hyatt for this one. Why do I say that? Because I noticed on my analytics, that book got 83 views, which surprised me. As far as I know, Eddie is not a major personality. And yet, you guys were interested in that book. It was called Charismatic Luther. Yeah, it is this book right here. I was surprised. I was like, okay, you guys must be interested. Probably watched it out of curiosity. But seriously, I do want to hear from you. This book here is probably going to be some fun. And so is this table talk book. If you're wondering, they cost only a couple $. Yeah. Because these books are in the public domain. We'll put up a decent book cover on Kindle. And yet there is, and I also, because I'm on Audible, I have a bunch of credit left. Right. I'm just showing you what's available. A lot of these books are actually in the recent year. some I bought a few years ago. Oh, and you don't mind. Wondering about these 4 gray. Let me look to see what they are. Yeah, these are the Know the Creed and Council. The other one in the series is Know the Heretic. Know what? I might want to do some with this. Know why you believe, and know the theologians. Yeah. Yeah. Just so you know, I'm not planning to do any more review of Michael Brown. I already know. Now, I am kind of curious because I have posted a video, a review of this one, yeah, from Ruthlon. I'm surprised because that was one book I thought would have some measure of success. No. So I am not going to try it. Oh. Alright, that's interesting. Alright, let's think here for a sec. Well, I did say and more. And I didn't really intend for it to be a short, that short a stream. And let's put the algorithm to work. Because I'm not sure I really want to spend a long hour on the topic of online churches. The reason I wanted to do that, because I've seen Tim of I Believe and Now What and others talking. But I think they felt like they had a somewhat distorted thing. I realized a lot of what they were saying came from, well, wait a minute. One moment, please. Let me call up Lagos. Sorry, folks, but I didn't really prepare on this one. And logos just need just a bit of time. Ah, let me go grab. Let's see. So you guys can see the text. Yeah, I'll read the text for you. I know. Yeah. Yeah. I'll start it with verse 23. Let us hold fast the confession of our hope without wavering. For he who promised is faithful. And let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good work, not neglecting the meeting, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near. Wow. That's the text that's often used to encourage believers to engage, to meet with each other. Now, a couple things to note. One, originally, people met in house churches. So it was very easy to make connections to that. But do you notice that what they were referring to is people coming together to encourage one another so that there is some kind of interaction. Now, in a small house church, yeah. But sometimes it's not always easy or convenient. For me, okay, I have to try to, if I find a good church that meets my needs, great. Where I get the equipping, the challenging, and all that fed properly, great. That's where I'm at now. Now, I'm thankful for where I was because it was a time where I needed healing. They were a little better equipped to do that than my current church. So my heart rejoiced in the fellowship of that different group had to offer, and that's a good thing. Mm-hmm. So I can assure you, yes. But here's the thing. It's easy to throw that scripture around, but try being somebody who other people have a little bit of hard time connecting. Because, I don't want to say anything offensive. I have questions about Barry's vision and everything, because I see how he had to read, but I don't want to. Well, here's the thing. With me, it's not a problem. Because I am well aware of a lot of things. That's why I learned early on that, I need to push forward, even though I'm an introvert. Yeah, I am. Usually the YouTubers who can do stuff like this without too many problems and a strong need of I gotta be social, I gotta tend to be introvert. Corey Minor is more of an extrovert. Yeah, and that's fine. And if you have travel problem, yeah, and I appreciate Tim pointing that out. This would be a good solution. What I'm doing right now, I'm connecting with friends at a church that's up in. I'm not sure where Minnesota is, but yeah, up there by the Dakota. But here's the thing. We're doing it through Zoom, which has the ability to allow for social interaction. For me, okay. But somebody who's just, I gotta. Yeah. Well, for those, I kind of wish they would remember those who face social isolation. This is a good thing. And yeah, even when COVID hit, I wasn't really bothered, but I was concerned, now you get what I get. Yeah. So I would encourage you, maybe to reach out to the homebound, to those who don't have the ability. And part of church is believe it or not, it's about going to people and socialize and interact with them where they are. Yeah. Also, as I'm kind of fond of saying, pick up the phone. That's all it takes, even with a Wi-Fi calling. Yeah. And yes. And relationship, yeah, it can be tough. Not just like me, I know I can be a tough person at times. But guess what? All relationship requires work. It takes an effort. I say that because I had a guy kind of complaining that I was so tough. I don't remember what he said. So I just acted like a real snarky. I just basically acted like a snarky Italian and said, "Oh, sorry, it's such a difficulty. Sorry, Barry, you had to work and get off your butt and have fun. He was acting like I should magically roll over at whatever he says. No, it calls relationship. It takes time. You have to develop a bond of trust. And that takes time. Like I can trust the guys who I'm connecting with. And I do have some friends I still have love to hear from. Unfortunately, I think I got into one out that I forgot that, yeah, Barry, you need to get off your own butt and call. Which no one guilty of. But see, that's part of it. There's the other part. I understand that there are a lot of people who had church hurt of one type or another. That's why I mentioned house church. I'm sure there are people, organizations that can help you with that. In fact, some time ago, well, I was going to refer to a book I seen some time ago, but never really dealt with it because I wasn't interested in Organic Church by Frank Viola. Yeah. And yes, I guess another part of my problem is I actually don't want to be a book because if they come here, great, but there is some problem. But if I go there, But like I said at the beginning, relationships take time, work, and compromise. I say that because, see, I feel like we kind of lost sight of that need when it comes to personal interaction. I had a friend who I would talk to him and said, the kind of relationship I see is like, hey, yeah, it's good talking to you a few minutes, yeah, with him. Or if you're like another friend of mine, she could be stuck in a conversation with 20 minutes easy. But as someone who enjoys quality time, as it's called, let's have a conversation somewhere. Yes. But if you're having trouble, either way, but I got news for you. If you think online is going to solve and you're just suffering from truth, I hate to break it to you, but no, even then, you're going to have a problem. That's why it's important to work on forgiving the people who hurt you. All right? And, well. Hey! Well, not long time no see, my dear Fitzman. Thanks for poking your head in. Not much. I've been uh, now. I'm trying to get back to recording my book reviews and Bible study, which I do on Monday. The book review. Friday is a Bible study video. Record that because people seem to want to listen to those at their own time. Plus, I'm aware that people like to speed up the video. Well, you can't do that on a stream. However, I'll try to do 1 to 2 talk show on Wednesday and Saturday. Been connecting with Convinder up in Minnesota. I'm trying to pronounce it like that. How you doing with Corey's crew? Yeah. Hey, are you watching on your phone? Yeah, if so, I get it. Or television? Oh boy. Yeah. I found out through ChatGPT that the person watching on smart TV had much a challenge too. Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I just kind of transitioned over to online churches. I know that's a trending issue. For me, I kind of like it, but I'm understanding the need for fellowship. Oh, so Corey decided to give you a hard time because of his eisegesis, huh? Hey, wait. Perhaps you can tell me. I was planning to basically do a lessons learned from Gordon Fee's book called How to Read the Bible and Get the Most Out of It. That was written more for seminary type students, a little bit above. And while I kind of understood, but I'm thinking, as far as hermeneutic goes, would that include my needing to explain something like exegesis, eisegesis, and narcissism, or hey, you're David facing the things like that. Would that also, could I know hermeneutic has to do with the lens, how we view scripture? Mm. Yeah. I have a strong suspicion that's going to be, that would be a good and important topic. Yeah, the reason I'm asking, because when I was looking at Gordon's book, it was a bit much, and I felt like I could pull lessons from there, from the individual chapters that actually help people with learning how to check the text for themselves. Yeah. Mhm. The more I talk and communicate on this, the more I feel and sense that it would be a good idea. Yeah, the audience I get tend to be lay Christians from a mix of. Let me see what he's saying. Saying yes, I believe a solid hermeneutic would involve sound exegesis over eisegesis. So yeah, I probably will want to do that. We shouldn't interpret scripture how we want, which is eisegesis. I think the Reformed and Pentecostal community both struggle with that. Well, my audience is kind of guys like you and me who could easily walk into a Lutheran church, blend into a certain extent, and that I'm cautious and careful about some of the stuff I hear, and I appreciate my Reformed brothers and sisters, and my Lutheran friends who do watch this on my channel. So I got a decent mix. I don't have hyper-charismatics or anything like that. Yeah. And the reason is because when I did speak up on some of the issues I had with some of the abuse, I never heard from them. And the funny thing is that, well, yeah, to a certain extent, I got people from the Fighting for the Faith type who go there because they want to learn good exegesis of the scriptures. But thanks. This helped me a lot. Mm. 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 Oh. Wait, I like this. Uh, here's what he's saying for those listening on the. I do too. My church is like in between. Laugh, LOL, his wife. My pastor will quote both Charles Spurgeon, Anglican Reform, and Smith Wigglesworth in the same sermon. I got a book or two that is a credit that has stuff from Smith Wigglesworth and a collection of Spurgeon sermons. Oh boy. Oh boy, I gotta, like I said earlier on in the stream, I have a whole bunch of stuff, books, like 255. And I didn't want to keep spending money on books, and that. Kind of want to use some of the books I already have. But I'm glad you poked your head in, because you helped me big time. Mm. All right, let's see how long been going. 30. Okay, 40. All right. Yeah, the reason I started the stream a little early, real early at 5:30, is because I knew I was going to be pushing it, being a little tired, so, oh well. All right. Hey, thanks again for showing up and helping me there. And folks, I'm going to start tuning out because there's, I only have so much energy. All right. Hope you guys have a blessed day and see you when I see you.